Hello lovelies, and welcome to the doll room, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Candy, and today I thought that I would join in with Marna and Dorie. So Dorie over at Dorie's Dollies and Marna over at Dolls Rescued. Now they often do doll challenges, which I absolutely love watching, but I've yet to join in with. Every time I see a video I want to join in, and then life gets away from me and I miss it. And I've kind of missed the latest challenge as well, which is Hi Barbie the Vehicle challenge, because it was last week. But do you know what? I think I'm just going to join in late or whenever I can, because I really wanted to show you some of the vehicles I've got in the doll room. Now, Marnie, I think she showed like a Chevy car, a more vintage car with Barbies in. Dorie also shared a horse, a Barbie horse. I know that the challenge is called Hi Barbie Vehicle Challenge, but how about I just show you the vehicles I've got, and I might even do an unboxing of a really special vehicle as well. So let's go round the doll room and look at vehicles. So on the bookcase in my window, you can see there are two vehicles. Both of these were thrifted. On this top shelf here, you've got a vintage, well, it's not a vintage, but a second-hand Barbie car, and then you've got an Equestria Girl car. All of these were thrifted vehicles and I love them. So in this car we've got like one of my early 80s Barbies from my original collection, and I think she's a Disney Mattel doll as well in the driving seat. It's really old, the mirrors are broken, but I love the wheels on this car. Look at all the bees on the wheel. I just think that is fabulous. It's just so fun. And likewise with the Equestria Girl car. I mean, look how fun that is. Isn't that just so much fun? And look, they are being told to halt, because they're getting really carried away in that car, and we've got different characters telling them to halt. Even Barbie, McDonald's Barbie on a surfboard saying halt. So look, we've got another vehicle there. We've got a surfboard, and we've also got a magic vehicle swan carrying trolls saying halt. So there's lots of vehicles there. There's a magic swan, there's a surfboard, and there's two cars, which is fabulous. Now if I pan round nice and slowly so that you don't feel sick at all, up on this top doll shelf we have one of my most exciting finds when it comes to thrifting Barbie vehicles. This was the Barbie cruise ship. Now this was one of the very first videos I ever made on my channel. Here's some snippets from that video of when I found the Barbie cruise ship and opened it up. I just couldn't believe what I'd found. There was just this big bag full of bits when I opened it up, and this was inside. Now since that video, look, it made its way to the top shelf in my doll room, which has become my mermaid shelf, and it's got all sorts of dolls on here, but fundamentally this is a Barbie vehicle. It's a cruise ship. I have actually joined to the front of the cruise ship some vintage Barbie key rings. Instead of mermaids on the cruise ship, you've got Barbie herself. Coming down the slide into the ocean is actually the very first Barbie doll I ever bought as an adult collector. She was called Hawaii Barbie here in the UK when I bought her, but I've also seen her listed as Tropical Splash Barbie. So it was really exciting to get her opened and put on the cruise ship, and yeah, it was just fabulous. So we've got all sorts of dolls going on this Barbie cruise ship. I've just repositioned one of my Kika Goods mermaids which had fallen, so she's back upright again, but all of those Kika Goods mermaids or Penny's Box mermaids are up there. There's also Monster High, there's Mermaid High, there's Barbie, there's mermaids, there are vintage Ariel dolls, and if you look inside the cruise ship where the girls are relaxing around the table, there are some more Ariel dolls in there, there is a Mycene Sailor doll there, so that's a Barbie doll. I think she might be calling the shots, and I think the mermaid might be singing to her. We've also got these Barbies. So this is a vintage mermaid Barbie, which I recently opened on the channel, and loads of you said, do you realise that if you press her hips, her tail flips, which I didn't realise at the time. So I quickly got her down off the shelf and tried, and look, it's true. If you squeeze the hips, her legs move. Also, she's got a button on the back that makes her arms move as well. So she's very, very brilliant. And then, of course, these two latest Barbies, these Ideal face sculpt Barbies, who I think are so stunning. They're in the mix there as well. So that's my little Barbie school at the front, all around this ocean liner full of mermaids that's sailing the Barbie seas. Right, then, following the idea of horses, we've also got a frozen horse coming out of the waves of this Barbie sea. So of course this would be a kind of vehicle that Elsa would be in. And then up behind that we have a Dreamtopia carriage with loads of Dreamtopia dolls. We've got Madame Alexander, Wizard of Oz dolls in there as well, and it's pulled by a Barbie unicorn. So there's another vehicle. Right, coming down very slowly, I don't want you getting seasick. We also have the Teresa, my vintage horse riding Teresa, which you would have seen in one of the videos if you watched it, of me washing my old doll collection. I do have her original jacket, but no more of her outfit, which she originally was put in. But do you know what? When I found this Barbie horse in a charity shop, I really wanted her riding this horse, but I couldn't tame the hair. The hair was absolutely wild. So I ended up plaiting the hair and putting jewels in it. And the minute I did that, I wanted Teresa more wild as well. I wanted her to match the magic of the horse. So I took the original riding jacket off, left her riding the horse without a saddle, which is way more wild and mysterious and magical. And I put her in this sort of vintage Disney dress, and I just love that message that she gives. Like, it's way more magical and wild. So those are the vehicles that are out on shelves. But for this video, I've also bought up from downstairs my care centre Barbie vehicle, which I also bought on eBay secondhand. It came in a job lot with these amazing dolls. So these are two dolls that are in wheelchairs, and I thought, do you know what, it's not really a vehicle as such, but it does have wheels and it's a means of getting around. So, and I just adored these two dolls. I love the articulation of the dolls. I love how beautiful and funky these dolls are. I mean, look how beautiful they are. Both of these dolls, I think, blew me away with their beauty, and I just love the wheelchair. And for me, I love to see this representation because I am a mom of a child with special needs who also has a wheelchair. So I am very much firmly in the world of getting around places with a wheelchair. That's why I love to see things like these ramps, one with Barbie and one with Ken on, coming with these dolls. It's a nod to sometimes how tricky it is to maneuver the world with a wheelchair in tow. So I think it's just incredibly important to just never forget and to never exclude. And I love both of these dolls. I just think they're amazing. So let's have a look at this vehicle as well. I do have plans for this vehicle, and then I have another doll in a wheelchair that I would like to unbox as part of this video, so that's super exciting for me. So this vehicle care centre, it didn't come complete with all the bits at all, but that's fine for me, because what I'd love to do is I'd love to turn this into more of a kind of apothecary, more of a mystical, magical vehicle. I would like to turn this into more of like a sort of magical remedies, almost like a moving altar on wheels, somewhere where you can go and receive magic. So I think like medical treatment, it is kind of like magic, but also that idea of like herbs and magic spells and all of that sort of thing. So the plan is to eventually paint this and turn this into an art project, and then the dolls that become part of this sort of apothecary on wheels can also become like magical dolls. So I am missing a pull down here. This also had a desk on, so I'm missing that. It came with like crutches and I think a pull out bed as well. All of that I'm missing, but I think I paid, oh my gosh, did I pay £8 for the vehicle and the 2 dolls in wheelchairs? So I am certainly not complaining, especially seeing as I want to customise this totally. But that's the plans for this, which is super exciting. It does have a working siren, which sounds very sad for itself, and you can see it's got the Barbie logo on the front. But it's brilliant and I love it, and I'm excited about the project to come with this care centre. Now the other 2 dolls that I have that are in wheelchairs, so this is vintage. This is the first doll that Barbie ever put into a wheelchair. So this is Share a Smile Becky, and I can remember when she came out, I wasn't married, I had no kids, I had no idea that I was going to end up firmly living within the world of disability and special needs. But I can remember at the time, even so, thinking this is amazing, I'm so pleased that Mattel have done this. And I can remember really being excited to get her. I would actually love to get all of the dolls that followed as well in wheelchairs. So I still haven't decided whether I want to unbox her or not. I can't decide. But what I do have, which I want to unbox today, is I recently bought one of the fashionista dolls that also came in a wheelchair. And yeah, so look, this is the range of dolls that she came as part of. So do I have any of these? So I have this girl here. Do I have this girl? I can't even remember. I'm desperate to find this girl here and her as well. So yeah, just some lovely fashionistas there. So anyway, let's unbox this gorgeous Barbie doll and let's have a look at her as part of this video. So I wonder how easy she's going to be to get into. Oh, sorry guys, I am bumping the camera. Well, that seemed relatively easy to get the back off. Wow, well, that was certainly easy enough. So again, look, she comes with a ramp. I love this is the case. Again, look, the ramp says Barbie on it, which is fantastic. And it's just a case of hooking her out of the box. That was super easy actually. I'm amazed. So let's have a look at her, guys. Again, has the most beautiful face. Right, let's unclip her hair. Look at her face. Isn't she stunning? And of course she's got all the articulation that you need for a doll that sits comfortably in a wheelchair. She's got her watch on her wrist as well, and then the wheelchair itself, you've got the footrest down here that says Barbie on the footrest, and you've got turning wheels that do that. You've got Barbie on the back of the seat, and you can see joined in to the seat they come with like a doll stand that's joined on. Basically it's to keep her secure in the wheelchair, I suppose, a bit like the waist strap in a typical wheelchair would work. And I think she's just absolutely gorgeous. There you can see the wheelchair itself. It's hard plastic, but I love the way they've done the seat to almost look like material. It really does look like a wheelchair seat, so it's really nicely done. You've got brakes here that work on the wheels. Look, it stops the wheels from turning, so it's got working brakes. The footrest is adjustable, so they're really beautifully made. I really love them. If we look at the doll herself out of the wheelchair, she's got this little sort of romper suit on, with these white shoes here, but you can see the articulation. She's got ankle, she's got knee, she's got wrist, she's got elbow articulation. She is just a great little doll. So there they are, my 3 dolls that have their own wheels with them. They have their wheelchairs. So I thought that was just a really lovely way of celebrating all of the amazing people that have wheelchairs, including my own daughter. I just think this is incredible. I do need to find somewhere to display these dolls. Currently, because of the space issue, they're down on shelves in my doll house room, which I can see me actually sending my collection down there as well, in the spare downstairs room as well. I've kind of been resisting the idea of admitting that to myself, because I wanted really to keep my collection in one room and not spread. But I love these dolls. I also love that care centre vehicle. I can see them becoming real interesting parts of my collection to play with that demand more room than I've got in my doll room currently. So yeah, watch this space for an expansion of the doll room into another room, and I think these 3 incredibly beautiful dolls will be leading the way. So that's it, guys. That is my Hi Barbie Vehicle Challenge video. I will link Marna's video at Dolls Rescue. I will also link Dorie's video at Dorie's Dollies, so go to the description box for that. Thank you, Marna and Dorie. I love watching all of the challenges. Even though you have not seen me joining yet, I still love it, and I hope that you enjoyed my first joining in. So thanks guys for joining me in the doll room, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.